So, I've been thinking about an idea for my the monster game or whatever, right? And I didn't really know how to put it into writing, so I'm just gonna do my best to say it with words. Um, I was thinking about maybe adding like classes to it, but not for the monsters, right? You're probably thinking, what? What do you mean? Um, so I'm thinking you start out as human, right? And then you can become the monster through the various ways you do that in real life, or do certain quests, get a certain item, whatever, right? And you become the monster, and then that monster's certain weaknesses or specific weaknesses could be, like say a werewolf, for example, silver bullets. You could get, or I guess silver tipped arrows, whatever, right? I'm probably gonna repeat myself a lot. I just got back from school and I'm tired. Anyways, so, and then, those things would do more damage than normal against their specific monster, right? Obviously, not a lot more. Or, no, never mind. But I was gonna say something dumb. But like, and you can specialize towards specific things, like specific monsters, specific groups of monsters. Like, there'd probably be one that protects a bit against vampiric creatures or vampire creatures, whatever, because there's a bunch of those. Like demons is probably one, like protection against those, or extra damage, or stuff like fae, which is fairies, elves, all that stuff. Leprechauns, that's the main one. Um, you know, I just think that'd be cool, and it also added an element to the game where you actually have to work for the monster. Sorry, I got cut off there, but and it would add an element to the monster game where how do I put it? You can. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. Sorry, I forgot. But you have to work for it, right? You have to work for each individual monster, and I'm sure there'd be like a point system. Obviously, you'd start off with something simple, like I don't know, Bigfoot or something, and then you get kills or you'd whatever. If this was just a fighting game, is what I'm talking about. But if it was like how I'm talking about, then it'd be something more like I guess the closest thing to it would be YBA, but monster focused. And I don't know if that is a good idea. I mean, I really like it, but like I don't know if people would play it. But I'm sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. And how do I put it? Sorry for the long pause. I'm just trying to think of what to say. I mean, I guess I could just talk about my ideas. So, for one, like the Kasha, I believe that's how you say it. I don't know if it is for sure. I think no, actually, I think it might have been the Kasha. It doesn't matter either way. That one in it, or in one of the stories at least, the one I heard mostly. A certain dude defeats it, right? But then also there's like he left behind like sacred artifacts and stuff because he was a priest dude or whatever, right? So I was thinking maybe there'd be like an enemy Kushaw, right? And if you got killed as it by like a base human, or as not by, but like if you got killed by it as a normal human, you don't have any like points into anything like Monster Hunter related. Then you got killed by it, you could get like you would become one, right? And then obviously you'd get and also I like the idea of skill trees because it adds an element of effort, you know, like the more work you put into a game, the more the more you level up, the more points you get, the stronger you can get, right? It makes you feel accomplished when you get something new. And I really like that in games where you can do something and then you get an actual reward for it, right? Instead of just because like there's a lot of games that are just grind and then your numbers go up, right? I don't like that. That's boring. And even if it has good graphics, good gameplay, whatever, if the core like aspect of it to just like while you're grinding, if the grinding is boring, people aren't gonna want to grind. They're not gonna want to play your game. They're not gonna want to get better, I guess, right? I don't know how to explain it, but like if YBA didn't have the what's it called like the skill tree, if it didn't have the skill trees and it wasn't more like RPG focused, I guess, like if it didn't have that, then there'd be no point to doing quests, right? Because obviously you do them mostly for XP, but like you get the XP, you level up, you get a new move, and then you can use the new move and enjoy the new move and do whatever with it. It makes you feel good, you know? It makes you feel like you actually did something. So I definitely think I'd add something like that. You know, you'd start off with M1s, maybe a heavy attack. Oh, also another good example of that is it's not released yet, but there's a bunch of videos on it of YouTubers and stuff just playing it, early access, whatever, called Project Star. You've probably seen it. But that also has skill trees, and it makes you feel accomplished. Anyways, I definitely think there'd be something like that, and it'd be a skill tree for hunters and all, and you could probably get certain things that buff certain stats and give you certain immunities, whatever, right? I like that a lot. Just thinking about it, it sounds great. So, yeah, that's basically all. I could go on for days about ideas of just like, oh, this thing could have this, and it would give you this, and this thing would do this, and blah blah blah, and this quest, this person, whatever, right? But I don't want to make this video too long, so I guess I'll end it here. Yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.